Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Lyons. It is 2:30 here on Monday afternoon, time for the afternoon streaming show. And remember, we stream every day at 2:30, also at 9 and at 8:30 in the morning to give you a little extra news and stuff you might not have seen over on the TV side of things. We are starting the week off in the right way. We have clear skies out there now. It will be a bit cooler, though, this week than we had last week. You know, we got to 87 Saturday. It's not going to do that again. And then more rain coming up possibly this weekend. We had a pretty good amount of rain this past weekend. Nearly an inch fell on Saturday with those thunderstorms, and that continued into early Sunday morning. This week we get a clear ride through Thursday, Friday late into Saturday, Sunday. We have chances for showers, maybe some thunderstorms too. The instigator here will be a warm front lifting up from the south on Friday night. And then we get into that warm sector on Saturday. Now the warm sector this time around should bring us temperatures in the low 70s, and it'll get windy again, and we have then the moisture moving up, so some rain possible through Sunday and maybe even into Monday as well. And then right on the heels of that system, another one comes in, and that may spread some rain in here on Tuesday. So more active weather now as we get into the middle of fall. The next 7 days will bring temperatures near the normal level for the most part, and even below that for Thursday and Friday as we drop down into the low 40s and upper 30s. Then we climb into the 70s there with that rain and southerly wind over the weekend coming up. On the satellite pic now, we are clear as a bell out there. No problems with any kind of rain or thunderstorms. There is a cold front to our north, and it is kicking up some showers across Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. However, it will move through the tri-state dry tonight. So we're not expecting anything more than just a few clouds. We're at 68 degrees at Evansville. You see Owensboro there in the background, 69 there. A couple of 70s at Madisonville, Greenville, and upper 60s elsewhere. Across the nation, that warm, humid air now suppressed over Texas as high pressure and Canadian air continues to sink in from the north. The hour-by-hour forecast will show that cold front coming in tonight. Again, just a few clouds. If you're trying to see the comet out there this evening, it might be a little tricky with the cloud cover. Tomorrow might be your better bet. Looking north, of course, I'll have more on that on 14 News today at 4 o'clock. And then by Thursday, we are clear. We stay clear then until the weekend when our next showers move in. Again, some cloud cover here late tonight, and then clear for the middle of the week. So no real impactful weather on tap for anybody for the next several days other than some clouds overnight. And in my book, that's not really impactful. Tomorrow we have clear skies then through the day, just a few hit or miss clouds in the afternoon. And longer range, you see that rain coming in here Friday. I think for Friday night football, it might be a little iffy. We could see some showers coming in. Saturday, the best chance of rain in the afternoon and evening. Some of that will linger over into Sunday. And then as I showed you early next week, maybe another round of showers. 50 tonight with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow we get up to 69 degrees. And the 7-day forecast, no first alert weather days on there at this stage. But we do have those rain chances at 30% Friday all the way through Monday. And I'll have a lot more, of course, on the comet and our rain chances on 14 News today at 4 and on the weather show tonight at 9 o'clock on all streaming. Stand by. We've got Rob and Jamie waiting in the wings here to bring you an update on news around the tri-state. They'll be here right after this. That didn't work.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert Weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices. Live from 14 News, this is a 14 Digital News Desk update.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. Of course, to start off our week, we've got a lot going on around the tri-state, so we are going to start right here in Evansville with a traffic alert. Now, NDOT crews are expected to remove the pedestrian overpass near Meade Johnson. Now, this is over the Lloyd Expressway just west of St. Joe Avenue.
Now, work is expected to start around 11 o'clock tonight. Then they hope to have it removed by 5 o'clock Tuesday morning. So during that time, crews say the Lloyd Expressway in that area will be closed. They say the walkway, which has been there since 1957, will be replaced with a wider version. Officials say the new bridge should be in place by next summer. So if you are traveling in the overnight hours, maybe to work or home from work, keep that in mind if you go through that area, because that's going to be shut down completely. So you're going to have to find a new way.
It's going to be one of those weird things. I'm so used to seeing that pedestrian bridge there, that not having it there just on the horizon is going to be a bit of a shift.
But it's going to be nice to be redone, a lot newer. Of course, that's been there for a long time. So it'll be nice to have a wider, probably safer, if I have to imagine, version.
Well, so I always get curious about, like, certainly we would do things differently now than we would in 1957. How far has overpass technology moved since the late 50s?
Probably a lot, yeah.
I'm eager to find out. All right, so moving forward, of course, everybody's excited as we get closer to Halloween, but a lot of people in town are looking well beyond that and kind of laying the groundwork for this year's Thanksgiving. Now, that includes at the Evansville Rescue Mission, which says sign-ups for this year's Gobbler Gathering are open. Right now, sign-ups are taking place today until Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Washington Square Mall in Evansville. Now, the Gobbler Gathering is one of the tri-state's longest-running Thanksgiving traditions. It provides thousands of families each year with everything they need to prepare and enjoy a full holiday meal.
Yeah, organizers say each registered household will receive a Thanksgiving food box filled with items, necessities, turkey, stuffing, canned vegetables, and other holiday favorites. If you'd like to register, participants must bring a photo ID and proof of address with them when they come to the rescue mission at Washington Square Mall. Officials say only one registration is allowed per household. Now, of course, all of these details are available on 14news.com. I am really looking forward to
This will be the first one in at least 5 years in which I'm actually going to spend it with my family. I'm from
That's
a few
awesome.
states away, and it's going to be weird. McKay and I aren't going to have to, do eighth of recipe portions just for the two of us.
You
it's
get
gonna
a
be kind
whole
of a different
family
animal.
meal. Yeah.
I'm not ready for it. I'm deeply intimidated by
Oh,
it.
yeah.
More than two sides? What am I going to do?
I know. Thanksgiving's so special. I love it. I'm
Very
excited.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on our afternoon streaming show. Of course, we do have a whole lot more going on around the tri-state right now, so be sure to tune in for 14 News at 4, 5, and 6, then later tonight at 10.
All right. Thanks for watching this afternoon. Have a great day.